energy is stored in a capacitor. When a capacitor is charged by a battery, work is done by the battery. This work is stored in the capacitor in the form of electrostatic potential energy. We consider a capacitor of capacitance C. Initially, there is no charge on the plates of capacitor. When step by step charge is supplied at an instant of time, the potential difference across the plates of capacitor is V dash, that is equal to Q upon C. Q is the charge on the plates of capacitor. At this potential, if we further supply charge dq, then work done is given by dw is equal to V dash into dq or Q by C into dq. To calculate total work done to supply charge capital Q, we integrate the above expression, that is W is equal to integral dw is equal to 0 to Q upon C into dq, which results out W is equal to 1 upon C into Q square by 2, or you can say Q square by 2C. This work is stored in the capacitor in the form of potential energy. So you can write U is equal to Q square upon 2C. We know Q is equal to CV, so above expression U is equal to Q square upon 2C may be written as U is equal to half CV square or U is equal to half QV. So energy stored in the capacitor is given by Q square by 2C is equal to half CV square is equal to half QV. Then there is another important term, that is energy density, which is defined as the energy stored per unit volume in the capacitor. So U is equal to capital U upon V. Capital U is the energy stored and V is the volume of the capacitor. Q square upon 2C, volume can be written as A into D. A is the area of the plates, D is the distance between the plates, so volume is equal to A into D. Electric field between the plates of capacitor is given by the formula E is equal to sigma upon epsilon naught is equal to Q upon A epsilon naught, and the capacitance C of parallel plate capacitor is given by epsilon naught A upon D. Substitute the value of Q and C in this equation. U is equal to Q square by 2C into 1 upon A into D. When you will substitute the value of E and C, you will find out energy per unit volume comes out to be half epsilon naught E square.